Good evening, everyone. I hope you are well and you are staying safe in this uh, snow that we got. Surprise snowstorm that we got. Um, yes, welcome to Kojo's Corner. Um, we haven't had we haven't had a couple of episodes in the past because we're taking a break. Sometimes things get a little busy, so initially, we today's episode we were supposed to have Jared A. Walker from Canadians for Tax Fairness join us today to talk about his organization. But unfortunately, we had some issues, so we're not going to hear from Jared. But Jared is going to. We had to postpone episode. So he's going to come back. I'm hoping that we can have him back before the year is over. But if we can get him before December is over, we'll definitely get him back on the podcast early 2026. So I wanted to at least come here, let you know that Jared can make it. So instead of you having to hear Jared and I talking, what I wanted to do was I'm going to share what the organization that he works for, what they do, and if you haven't heard of them, you can check out some of the work they are doing, and maybe reach out to them to see how they can work with you and your community. So Canadians for Tax Fairness. I'm going to read a little bit about them, and that way you get a sense of some of the things that they are involved in. So, the Canadians for Tax Fairness, C4TF, is a non for profit, non partisan organization that advocates for fair and progressive tax policies aimed at building a strong and sustainable economy, reducing inequalities, and funding quality public services. Their vision, their vision is a country where taxation is regarded as a way to invest in Canada and Canadians. They believe in a progressive tax system where all individuals and corporations pay their fair share. They believe that Canada in the 21st century should be a society in which economic disparities are decreasing, basic needs are met by investing in high quality public services, economic policies that are designed to create good quality jobs and protect the environment, and the will of people's drives for the political process. Their mission is to raise public awareness on crucial issues of tax justice and to change the way Canadians talk about tax. They also work to encourage government policies and laws to result in a more fair and progressive tax system. A little bit about their history. Canadians for Tax Fairness was founded in 2011 by a broad coalition of civil society organizations, including unions, international development organizations, community groups, religious congregations, as well as economists, researchers, university professors, and lawyers. And all of them were united in their desire to steer Canadian tax policy towards addressing social, economic, and environmental challenges. So that's a little bit about Canadians for Tax Fairness. So I also wanted to read. I wanted to read uh, one of their. They came out with a statement, and I read this, and I was shocked. And so those that are joining our guests today couldn't make it due to uh, some issues. And so we're going to have Jared back on our next episode, hopefully uh, in December or maybe early in January. Okay, so I wanted to read this because I was perusing their website, and I read some of this, and I was like, this is something that the public needs to know. So um and again, you can go to their website, check out all the stuff they have. And this is the name of the report. um Alternative federal budget. And they had a report, and I'm just going to read a small section. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm going to read it. Okay, so it says here, unfortunately, new federal government policies are taking us backwards on tax fairness. The government recently eliminated the consumer carbon tax, which returned more money to most low income families than they paid. A few days later, it canceled the partial closure of capital gains loophole, one of the one of the features of our tax system that most benefits the ultra wealthy. The first bill the new government introduced lowered the marginal tax rate on the first income bracket, which returns more dollars to high income earners than low income earners. Transferring more money to the wealthy will not solve the multiple intersecting crises Canada faces. We need a collective approach to use available resources to fund a green transition and provide affordable housing. Getting this done is not a matter of feasibility, it's just a matter of political will. And I guess these are the numbers. It says here, billionaire wealth in Canada increased by $309 million every day in 2024. Check this out, folks. Billionaire wealth in Canada increased by 309 million every day in 2024. Because of myriad loopholes and tax planning mechanisms, increasing billionaire wealth is typically taxed at a lower rate than the income of an average earner. That's you and I. When all taxes are considered, the top 1% of earners paid 23.6% of their income in taxes in 2022, while the average earner paid 36.7% of their income tax. The outcome of a system that increasingly concentrates income, wealth, and power among a select few can be seen south of the border right now. Canadians made clear in the 2025 federal election that they don't want to go down that path. Building a sustainable democratic society in which we can all thrive will require mobilizing Canada's vast resources. The tax system is a powerful tool that can be used to free up Canada's resources to fund important projects laid out in the government's platform. So, I just wanted to read some of that for you to see some of the work that Canadians uh, um, for tax fairness are working on. So check out their website. We're going to get Jared on here on the next episode. So please stay tuned. You can follow us on Instagram, on X, to get further information. And I think if for those of you that have been following us every December since I started this podcast, we always talk about or close out on the new year's municipal budget. So we'll be doing that in December. I'm going to see if I can get some other folks to join our episode, and we can talk about the 2026 City of Hamilton municipal budget, which that process has began already. So I wish everybody well. I know this for maybe folks were looking to hear from Jared, but again, unfortunately, he couldn't make it due to some technical issues. We'll get Jared back on here. So stay tuned, follow us on Instagram, and stay tuned for our December episode, which is going to focus on the municipal budget. Lots is happening yesterday. For those of you that may or may not know, yesterday there was a Hamilton Police board meeting where budget was discussed. Um, the presentation was given, budgets were approved. Um, there were also motions to reduce the police budget by I think 1.25 million dollars, a motion that was brought forward by um, Councillor Spatafora, which was approved. So those are some of the things that are happening. But don't worry, we'll get into all of it in December. So we hope we'll get everybody on the December episode, and then we look forward to have Jared back as soon as possible. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Good night. Take care. And